Hello, beautiful soul travelers, and welcome back to our YouTube channel, The Circle of the Invisible Flame. I am Simera'Kai, and I thank you once again for joining me. Whether this is your first time here or you have walked beside me before, I want you to know how grateful I am that our paths have crossed. Before we begin, I invite you to take a slow breath. A deep breath. Allow your shoulders to relax. Become aware of this moment. Wherever you may be, whatever burdens you may be carrying, whatever questions may have brought you here, know that you are welcome. This is not a place of judgment. It's a place of exploration. And it is a place of remembrance. So take one or several slow breaths. Allow your worries of this day to become silent for a few minutes. Open your hearts. Open your minds. Close your eyes if you wish. And let's begin today's conversation. We continue on our path to spiritual coherence with a recap. In episode 1, we defined what spiritual coherence is. Episode 2 examined who we are beyond our bodies. And in episode 3, we took a deeper look at free will by looking into our freedom of choice and the responsibility these choices carry. Today, we will dive into the highest organizing principle of our lives: love. Many would agree and define love as an emotion. It is that warm, fuzzy feeling we have when we feel accepted, welcomed into certain circles of people we admire or like, and when we receive a hug we need. It is the butterflies we feel when we are attracted to another human being. And yes, all of these are examples of love. And there are different types of love. The love we feel towards our family. The love we feel towards our children and animals. The love we feel towards our partners, our spouses and lovers. Not at the same time. And the love we feel towards our Creator and Maker. These are all love, and they are different types of love. We have often heard that love is an emotion we have no control over, with expressions like, the heart wants what the heart desires. But what if I told you or asked you not to deceive yourselves into thinking that when it comes to love, you react like a zombie with no will of your own? What if I told you that love is a choice? How many of us have seen a person we have instantly been attracted to? I would venture to say all of us. And perhaps some of us willingly fluttered around this person like a mosquito to a bright light. And perhaps, like the mosquito, we got singed. Sadly, there are also those who become distressed, depressed, angry, and sometimes even vindictive when that attraction isn't reciprocated. Now, let me ask you, how many of you have felt that attraction, but have deliberately chosen not to pay attention to it? Because maybe the person was already committed to someone else, married, emotionally unavailable for whatever reason. Notice I said deliberately chose to not pursue that feeling. This is what I mean by love is a choice. Yes, you will always feel that attraction, but you choose to carry it further or hold it back. You choose to be respectful and discerning or not. Your discernment here is what helps you become steady, rational. It allows you to organize, restore, and heal. How exactly does discernment and love help us organize? Love can organize our priorities. It can organize our relationships. It can organize how we use our freedom. It can determine whether we speak or remain silent, hold on or release, intervene or allow another person to learn, forgive or continue to carry resentment. In that sense, love becomes an organizing principle because it gives all those individual choices a direction. This connects directly to spiritual coherence. If my thoughts say, I love you, but my behavior seeks to control you, punish you, possess you, manipulate you, or deliberately hurt you, then there is incoherence. Conversely, sometimes my actions may appear less affectionate, saying no, establishing a boundary, walking away. But these may actually be more coherent with love. There is no law when it comes to love. And many of us have heard the expression, there are no rules in love and war. That is not true. There may be no written rules. We make them ourselves through responsibility and respect. When we choose to ignore these, the opposite emotions creep in. Hatred, which fragments you along with bitterness and fear. Instead of love, there may be attachment. Ask yourself, do I love this person or do I love what I receive from this person? That opens an enormous door. If my love disappears the moment someone refuses me, disappoints me, leaves me, disagrees with me, or stops giving me what I want, what exactly was I loving? The person or the way that person made me feel? Perhaps this is where we begin to understand the difference between loving someone and loving what that person provides for us. When we truly love, we love the person for who they are, not merely for how they make us feel, what they can give us, what they promise us, or who we expect them to become for us. Love does not require another person to complete us. When we expect someone else to give us our worth, our identity, or our sense of wholeness, we may be asking them to provide something we first need to discover within ourselves. And perhaps this is where self-love enters, not as narcissism or self-indulgence, but as enough inner wholeness that we can love another without making them responsible for completing us. Love can most certainly involve emotion. But if we define love only as a feeling, it becomes dependent upon how we happen to feel at any particular moment. Feelings fluctuate. choosing loving conduct like patience, honesty, compassion, boundaries, forgiveness, service, or respect can continue even when the warm emotion isn't present. Sometimes the most loving choice doesn't feel loving at all. Saying no can be loving. Allowing someone to experience the consequences of their own decisions can be loving. Walking away rather than retaliating can be loving. Telling an uncomfortable truth can be loving. And sometimes loving another person means refusing to participate in behavior that harms either them or us. Think about times when you have found yourself in a love triangle. We've all been in them. Sometimes we are the object of the affection, and sometimes we are not. What has been your reaction in either situation? What held you back, if at all? Were you free to accept the affection? And if not, did you still accept it or not? Feel free to comment below. Sometimes looking back at when we found ourselves in these situations gives us an idea as to who we really are and how we react or how we do not react. There is no judgment here, just a way to look into who we are and, if necessary, make adjustments. Love, real love, the unconditional kind, doesn't have to worry whether or not something is acceptable, because it is never about our ego or about self-indulgence or about bitterness or lust. It is always finding the best possible outcomes to any given situation. And love does not deliberately seek another person's harm merely to satisfy our ego. A boundary can hurt. A breakup can hurt. Truth can hurt. Consequences can hurt. Refusing to enable somebody can hurt enormously. Freedom gives us the ability to choose. Responsibility makes us accountable for that choice. And love gives the choice its direction. And with that, here's my wish for you. May your hearts be filled with peace. May your minds be guided by wisdom. May your decisions be shaped by love. May you discover the quiet joy that comes from living in harmony with the deepest part of your being and with the one who gave you life. May God and the source of life bless you, and may His peace surround you. May His wisdom guide your hearts, and may the invisible flame that dwells within you continue to shine ever more brightly. Until our next conversation, take care of your souls. With love, light, and peace, I am Simera'Kai.